Hey everybody, Asher here, back with more Starsector, where you can see I did not, in fact, pick up where I left off. I think part of the reason for that is that I wanted to get a few more ships. So I did bring in Die My Darling and move Frank Space Cat over from the mass extinction. Because we're going to be on a special mission today, but part of that special mission involves the Narita. I did go back to the drawing board on the weapons. I'm hoping that the Ultra Heavy Pulsar is going to do the trick. I did thank you, Rock Forehead, for the suggestion for the high impulse lasers. They just weren't quite having as much of an effect as I was hoping here. Like, I'd get into stalemates with other ships, and I know when I go into fights, I'm going to be fighting like in context with a lot of other ships flying around me. But sometimes if you're going to spend 75 deployments on a ship, you're not doing it to stalemate with ships that are 30 or 40 deployment. So this is what we're doing here. This stuff fires well. But our mission today is not one that we have over here. It's actually one that we have in here. I am honestly incredibly tired of the Independents harassing me every time I try to go to Prism Freeport. So what we're going to do today is we're going to attempt to take Prism Freeport. And we're going to free Midnight Dissonant, and we're going to have a grand old time. So let's go down to the colony. We have some Marines. I could definitely use some more Marines on the way out there. If we look at our comms here, Seoul is the place to buy them from the looks of it, which is fine because Mercy is where we're going anyway for our other stuff here. Although I should probably check and see. I'm pretty sure that one of our space places might even be Alpha Ala 1. I should know this by now. I have played this game so much that, wow, I can't even look at my own planets here. Current system, wow. Command, D, colonies. There we go. Alpha Ala 1. What are my buttons here? I should have, with high command, I should be producing Marines. So we can just rent a bunch of Marines from there and then carry on our way. Let's do it. So we're going to try to take some big ships and try to... What are you? It looks like you're flying towards me, but you're just flying towards False Hope. Aren't we all? Ceasefire from Brighton. You know, that's fine. I know I've been very much a warmonger, warfighter. And we are going to be doing a little bit more fighting here in the long run, but the less harassment I get, the better. Manage colony, by the way. Ooh, wrong button. Although I did mean to change the flag and then didn't do it. So we have the high command over here. We do have a few Marines. Not as many as I'd like, but enough. 2,000 Marines should be fairly decent. We'll see. Yeah. So we have a lot of other guns and stuff that we're carrying. I forgot to park them beforehand, but it's fine. Like I said, we have a very direct goal going forward, and I have to save a tiny animal from himself. It's like, no, we do not play with the power outlets. Thank you very much. We do not play with the dangling cables. Thank you very much. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, there's some other videos on the channel where he has... Ooh, hey, the rebellion's over because Mythos went decivilized. That's fine, but cat tax has been paid in other videos. Go take a look, specifically Football Manager. Yes, I know, it's shocking maybe to some people. It's like, why are you playing a sports game on this channel? And they want to go to war with the Ludic Church. I'd rather not, but they're going to say yes anyway, so I'll vote yes. And I think a lot of what makes Starsector fun is a lot of what I find that I enjoy in other games as well. You get to build up your group of ships, your group of crew, and everything like that. You pretty much get to start from scratch and paint your own canvas and then paint the universe however you want to. As we are flying through a bunch of ship corpses from the look of it. Somebody did wrong here. Okay, so the gate's over here. Soul's down here. So as long as we hop in, we should be able to get what we want, because the Ludics don't really like us. But they're not just going to attack us, right? Maybe, possibly. I just want to buy your stuff. I just want to buy your people for cheap. And then some more people for cheap, and then some more people. But yeah, it's kind of like the same thing with War Tales, which is a very popular free play Friday video. And I do hear a lot of what y'all saying about you want to see more of it. I'd love to see more of it too. The game just needs a little bit more time in the oven before I dedicate a full series to it. Maybe I shouldn't have sold those here, but we did anyway. Dockside bar. Someone wants to quote unquote consult with me. It's fine. All right. So this is the idea. We're gonna fight the independents and free the independents. But yes, the long story short is that at the end of the day, I think what I'm finding really. Okay, they failed. That's good. One of the things that I'm finding I really like. Wow, I'm gonna have to like discipline Kitten here. You know what? Screw it. We're paused here for a second anyway. Get over here. Get over here. Get over here, Durd. And I hate doing this on the video while we're live recording, but we're going to do it anyway. Hello. This is my face if you haven't seen it. This is the little monster. He's cute. He's tiny. He just wants to bite things. All right, so we're going to turn this back off. Cat tax. If I could actually get the Alt tab to properly go. All right, almost turned off a game capture on accident. There we go. We resume this program. Say, okay, let's free the people. Travel through the gate. You know what? Before we do this, let's do a Beyond the Sector. Let's hop in here. It's fine. It's fun. We have the fuel for it. I hope we have the fuel to get back. That's a whole Remnant Nexus. That is not exactly relevant to me. But man, if I think one of the things that I'm going to be looking towards in the future, because that is an amazing series of fights if these guys were actually hostile to me. And the way the mod currently works, they're not going to be like going after me or anything. But like, yeah, in the future, I think we want to... let's bring it online. I actually want to see if I can get some communication stuff here. Examine the sector's network. Comm sniffer. There we go. We're not going to break it for salvage. But yeah, in the future, if we do Beyond the Sector stuff, I think it's really important that I have the remnants be hostile because it makes some of this stuff a lot of fun. Frozen Heart is missing an AI core. It's currently inactive. I totally meant to drop off all my gamma cores in that supercomputer place, and I didn't. I blame the kitten for distracting me. Here we go. Look, they're all just like, hey, what happened with that gate? But yeah, one of the interesting quirks of this game, or of this mod, is that all your factions kind of carry over into these other places. Like I said, it's kind of a proof of concept. So can we get anything interesting here? We're going to do a little sensor burst. Looks like we got some contact up here, and we got some contact over here. That's a Persephone class destroyer. Annex, a frozen world. Yeah, we got plenty of supplies to survey. Oh, that's crap. Obviously, we can't colonize these places, but what can you do? All right, Persephone, do we... Let's explore. It's a tiny ship that we are going to salvage. I mean, it's kind of funny that at the end of the day, everything is about the same everywhere else as it is here. It means the Persian sector is not that special, and humanity is really good at screwing things up. Which I guess is all part of the null hypothesis. Ugh, can't talk. The null hypothesis anyway. We knew this. Alright, let's see. So we have this stuff over here. We have some stable locations. We have one other planet, and for all I know, in a lot of these nebula systems, you have crap that's hiding somewhere deep in the nebula. Like, that's how I found my first and second ever 14th Battlefleet Legion ship. But I'm pretty sure here today, Beyond the Sector, we're not going to have as much going on. Oh man, looks like we have a second Nexus. We have something else down here too. It's a derelict ship. It's a cargo shuttle. Look at us actually salvaging. It's like we had to update our resume and say we need a certain amount of salvaging hours to continue flying continue and call ourselves what we call ourselves. I guess technically the alternative would we blow up the review board and just call ourselves what we want. Alright, I know there's another rocky asteroid field. Typically those don't have a lot. I wonder if this is another Nexus here. That's a hostile fleet. And that's a Ludic Path Inquisition. Oh, fascinating. We're actually going to get a fight out here. And this is... Is that another giant ship? That'd be hilarious. It is another Ragnarok. Hey! I'm excited. Are you excited? I'm excited. I just said I'm excited. And we have the perfect fleet for it. We could take it out with just these ships. We're going to bring you as well. This should be a mop-up. So I don't even know if I need to bring these two out right now. Let's get some mobility in here. All right. This is fine. Nothing's not on fire. Deploy. Okay, and you're going to be following WC because nothing says lead your little duckies to safety like following the bouncing Captain War Crimes. Now, I know the danger here is that we have a bunch of other big scary things, and the Ragnarok is something that outpunches its weight. That may be the case. We'll see. But I have plenty of deployment points to back things up in case things get terrible. Like I said, I want to give the Nasasio a chance to shine, and that means I need to not have everybody under the sun to like be firing on things. I actually kind of need to go in. I know I dropped it down to 1 star, but I need to have not too many people like taking shots. Well, that's a really big slow explosion. That was a dram. That's got to be something in the mod or something that's going on here. I am a little confused and kind of excited. So here's our big thing. Remember when everyone said never do an eliminate order? Because I sure did. We're going to do an eliminate order, and we're going to abandon this. So everybody stop defending. Let's mop it up. Obviously, we need to send the Norita on this first. Here's our second big ship. I was told before by Eon Dragon X that I should not actually take this ship with me. I guess technically it's because, let's see here, fuel per light year to jump. That's a little intimidating. So I guess my question is, if this is how much it costs, how do they get to fly around? Do they grow their own supplies? Alright, that's a bunch of tiny shit over there. It's fine. Probably need to... Why is my shield in the wrong direction? Did I forget how to play this game? The answer is definitely maybe. Let's fire the missiles. Let's make sure we don't outflux ourselves. I think we have combat sped up right now. Nothing says going toe-to-toe in a distant space world against a giant battleship is a good idea. So we need the Norita to engage. And we need Lord Fizzlebeef to not get cooked by my lasers. So look at this. Right now, this is what's going on. We have Wolf kind of in the shot right here. So this is one of those interesting things where if we move you over here, maybe you'll get out of the shot. Like I need my people to work together, to fly together, to not get in the way of the laser fire. Like there we go. That's kind of what we want. And now what happened and why I had to redo the whole thing with the actual battleship stuff is because I misread the combat log, as I tend to do sometimes. And so I actually thought those blackouts were doing 800,000 damage. They weren't. Turns out it was the moats that did 800,000 EMP damage, which is not much of a surprise. That's a lot of point defense fire that I don't need to be taking right now. More missiles. Oh my god, they can go so fast! That's hilarious. Okay. My sabots are not even stopping it, but... There we go. Queen Crimson also saying I'm getting funny noises. Alright, so this is me once again getting in the line of fire, not being very good with my gun discipline. Everything is fine. I think we can probably speed this up a little bit. And if you're trying to run away, that went the wrong way. The enemy fleet's defeated, but are they? Okay, they still have a shit ton of hull. They're not defeated until the actual ship's defeated. There we go. Alright, so once again, Kitten needs to not play with cords that are suspiciously dangling that I didn't realize were dangling. Maybe they weren't at one point, but they ran. We're going to pursue them with our second in command and send our easy squad. One of them got away. I don't know where they're going to run to. Consider ship recovery. Difficult recovery. Once again, we can't actually take the big thing home. But it does have some stuff. I love high-value prisoners. Well, where are we going to turn them into? It's like, hello, high-value prisoner. We're going to take you to a completely different part of space. So, ship recovery, not now. Alright. And we got us something that we already own. And a snake. Alright, so you guys were like, oh, by the way, we're doing this. Most important question of the day is not to see our ship insurance. Can we see our combat? We can't see the combat log? Oh, no. Oh, game, don't do this to me. I wanted to see the damage profile. Okay. Well, a mod's a mod. This is just kind of how it is. So, do we have a Pather cell just sitting here? Let's survey. Class 2. We do have ruins we can explore. I thought we had ruins to explore. Maybe not, apparently. Maybe I completely misread that. It would not be the first time. And what do we have down here? It's orbital habitat. Those can be pretty good loot pinatas. Let's scan one more time. We found a derelict ship somewhere too. Is it over here in the fog? That kind of looks like a point on our map. But I have a lot of troubles differentiating between colors. So salvage. Is this going to be exotic food? Or just regular food? Ooh! Diable Avionics Weapon Blueprint. I will just learn that now. That's really exciting. Okay, thanks, Orbital Habitat. And that's a planet. Okay, well... Like I promised, we're going to do some of this from time to time, learn a little bit more about the Beyond the Sector mod. Oh, so it's industrial ruins, perhaps. That's not the same as ancient ruins or scattered ruins or anything else. So we don't have ruins to explore. It's cool. And obviously we can't leave. So that's very exciting. I now have a kitten staring at me wondering why I won't let them play with the pretty cables. It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. All right. Time to jailbreak an AI. And of course, we're flying as slow as possible because in other parts of space we have pea soup. Just flying around space clouds. Who knew that would be a problem? And once again, you can sit. You can't eat. That's different. Alright, so question now. If we travel through the gates, we do have enough fuel to get over here, right? Like, this is the reason I made peace with all these people. I could go to magic, that's fine. Ooh, it's very windy outside, so there may be some, like, banging noises. This is fine. Ludic Church wants a ceasefire. I'm going to accept that. Hopefully that means we make peace. It does. My allies can cry a little bit. So, Beholder Station, Shalderon. Oh, no. Alright, we have more than enough fuel to do this, so, in the interest of making bad life decisions, let's do this. You guys are really going to do that? Okay. I hope you're not coming for me. Because I have my beacon on. Y'all know who I am anyway. It's fine. And now we have a bunch of Ludic Pathers out here going insane. So Federation's raiding the Independents. More importantly, we have a mercantile company that's running from us. That's fine. Twilight Gates. We have, once again, my issue, and if you've watched other episodes, you know what's coming, is that there's little patrol fleets around Prism Freeport that are annoying as F. And they're always like, we're going to engage you once you get close. So they're standing down. But if we get a little bit closer, they start to get brave. So let's go up to Prism Freeport, which is supposedly hates us. Midnight Dissonant is our buddy here. Do you have any work? Still bounty dockets. 8 light years away, 30 days to do it, 180 credits. And the Samara system, that's like easy. We don't have any other work, so I keep having some issues. So they don't want to trade with me. They have 2,000 some defenses. That's not like the most exciting thing in the world. I actually don't have a ton of fuel right now, so I can't actually bomb them out. That was a little bit of a mistake. Consider your military options. If we launch a raid, all defenses must be defeated. All right. Can we buy your fuel? Like, it's us. You know who we are. Are there any interesting guns that we can buy? The laser torpedo pod's kind of interesting. What I wonder is that if I take this over for myself, are we still actually going to get to keep all this and get this production? I guess that's I guess there's one way to find out. Okay, shuttle here. No, it's all right. We're here for one reason, and that reason is to engage the Star Fortress. It's at 50% combat readiness, so we are not the only people that do this. We have pretty strong like raid strength right now, so let's fight. Okay, we have, there's our big ships. There's our wing supports. Then I think we gotta take WC in there. Maybe we hold off on the Void Witch if that lets me squeeze in this. Alright, because I have a feeling we're gonna need some backup. So I know I've been keeping the Death Pony benched and Leroy Jenkins a little benched. It's tough sometimes. It just is. It's really going to depend on the fight. So we are going to have some defenses and some surprises here. So we're going to set a rally point over here. And we're going to set a rally point over here. And my voice cracked a little bit, so welcome to puberty. We're going to send our really slow ships over here. We're going to send our faster ships to slide to the left. And we'll see if we can have our big main tanks actually tank some shit. Would be nice. So look, already lasers. Prism Freeport is supposed to be a scary as hell place to invade. And it seems like they also have the little mine problem, so that's kind of exciting. Like I said, this is totally an act of hubris. I am not gonna lie. This is This is me having bad ideas about bad ideas. But we just want to bring our other ship forward, and hopefully we have enough coverage. Oh boy. Eon Dragon, maybe not. Doing that is a good idea. Like, fall back a little bit, let our big guns actually take the shit. Alright, so what we got going on here is that we have a few tiny support ships. And on those few tiny support ships, this kitten is now playing with a hair tie. That's fun. Let's see, how are ships doing? I think the Queen Crimson is going to have to fall back because you got a... Sorry, Tony, you got a little too excited. So let's retreat you, and then we can possibly bring somebody bigger out here in just a minute. Alright. Yeah, that's what happens when you get out-positioned here. So we have 3 giant siege ships. I think at this point... I mean, these other support ships are going to get waxed by what we're doing. Let's just go for it. We're going to leave you flying free, but we're going to have everybody else try to go in. Let's actually move this point up here. That way there's no question about which way we're going. All right. So hopefully we can get us around on the station and then give it a big old hug. Wow, fizzle. Okay, I think what's happening here is that these guys are struggling with the proximity mines, which is fair. So hopefully Eon Dragon doesn't immediately die. As this is not a fight suited to the Narita's strengths. Wow, that's a big bunch of shit on that ship. Okay. Okay, there we go. One down. Everyone's getting fluxed like hell. We kind of knew this was coming. Okay, and let me find my cursor real quick. We gotta slow down combat here. We're just gonna take our time. We got 55 points available. It's death pony time. And there's a cat gurgle again. That's fine. My cats are getting along pretty well with the new kittens, so that's a positive. Didn't even have to go to a VIC Revitalization Center. There's a joke there, but I'm going to focus on trying not to get blasted right now, as I successfully get blasted. So if we all just focused on one side, this would be going a lot better. But instead, I'm just going to get hit in the front a few times, redeploy my shields. I really need the rock to go on this, and I really need you. Let's see if we can throw you back there. We have 3 command points left. Let's put you on this too. It's fine. Then maybe we can send WC up here as well. Like I said, nothing bad about just trying to set a space station on fire. Although I hate being in the way of the Giga Scrap Shot. There we go. Okay, missiles fired enemies. Fired. Nice. See, I saw that message for half a second. I was like, oh shit, the Narita actually died. But that doesn't appear to be the case. So that's good. We got all different colors of lasers. Here comes Leroy Jenkins. Let's reposition ourselves. Here we go. Try to do some cleanup over here. Just a few tiny frigates. I know what y'all are trying to do, but just so that we don't disrupt our fleet's ability to do their homework and actually attack the damn space station. I love Norita. My flux meter's bigger than yours. Okay, but are they like, damn right it's better than yours? That's a lot of ships. Giving Prism Freeport a hug. There we go. Prism Freeport is disabled, not destroyed. We're good. Death Pony's like, a job well done. I did it. Alright, let's see if we can chase these down. Sometimes we can. Whoop! Oh, didn't get him that time. Wow, my cannon's all over the place. Okay, that should be a kill. All right, cool. So they are successfully retreating. We'll claim victory here. All right, so we retreated. We didn't lose anybody. Ship recovery, no. Pick through the wreckage, yes, please. All right, so the Independence. We could launch a raid now. We consider an orbital bombardment. If we did a tactical bombardment, we could actually do this. If we launch a raid... See, here's the problem. I'm not sure if it's actually going to allow us to take over the station. That's annoying. Alright, well... let's try this again here. So it's hostile and it's undergoing repairs. Alright, so still hostile, still undergoing repairs. Military options... Let's, their ground defenses are pretty low. Let's make them a little lower. So the Independents still hate us. Their stability is down to 1. It's all a lot of fun. But once again, my question is military options. I mean, we can always raid. Extreme danger of getting ship equipment. High danger of getting supplies. I kind of want the supplies, though. Like, extreme danger, it says we'll have minimal casualties. But... you know what? Let's try it. We lost a few Marines. That's fine. Well, that's certainly a lot of stuff. But unfortunately, nothing, like, really exciting. So yeah, there's, we'll give it a day. Look at the fireworks around that, station. We have a plan here. So it turns out, Midnight Dissonant is not somebody that we can, free here. Well, this is, I guess, why we try. We're gonna try one more raid in a day. If we open the comm directory... You know, I have a question. If I open the comm directory to the station commander, we can exchange blueprints, lead hike to help the unrest problem, turn in AI cores. Oh, we can, oh my god, we can actually get the blueprint for a Ragnarok spore ship. It just takes, it takes a lot of points. We're going to hold off on that, but it's good to know. So, Prism Freeport... I wanted to take you over. Apparently we can't. So let's go ahead. Let's we're peacemongering. I know, Kitten. It's annoying. Versus the Independents. The Audacity died by Darling. The Norita actually doing a little bit more damage here. Let's take a look and see what the weapons are doing here today. The Ultra Heavy Pulsar, at least it's doing something. We still got a lot of EMP going the other direction, so we'll have to see. Okay, so my combat logs. The one I really want to see is right here. But is that from the last fight we had? No, it is. That is the last one. Well, you're not in last place. And you're still doing a crap ton of EMP damage. Like I said, I'm just going through weapons, trying to find what works. And I wonder if it's having a bunch of ion beams on the ship that's a problem. Because that might be the problem. So, loadout suggestions, you know I'm happy for it. Okay, many months before the commotion dies down, we're going to launch another raid. So, I can't take over Prism Freeport. That's too bad. Maybe there's something I can do in the settings that would absolutely let me. Get 3,000 fuel. So I think we raid it again. And then while we're here, trade fleet over here in the Samara system. 28 days. 10 ships. Easy peasy. Alright, so one more day while Prism Freeport's just sitting here like, ouch. Launch a raid. Free of more valuables. Let's give me fuel. Look at us going full heal. Like, I just wanted to take over the place, but since I can't take it over, I just beat the crap out of it 3 times. That's too bad. Can't buy it. I guess they're going to stay independent forever. Which is okay. Let's see here. So Samara, not really worth trying to go the other direction. What am I saying? Trying to go for a gate. We're just going to fly it the regular way. War between these guys? Yeah, sure. That's fine. The thing about this is that we are probably about to engage in hostile activities if we're fighting somebody in this area anyway. So now we have an opportunity to try and find it. Oh, fun. Are you guys coming after me is the question. Oh my gosh, my combat readiness is a little low. I probably need to sneak into a place for repairs before I do that. The only problem is we don't have a lot of friendly places nearby to do it. So, and I mean, that's okay. We may just take the fight at low combat readiness, or we may just not take the fight at all. They're maintaining contact with our ship. Like, what's over here? The Independents hate me for some reason. I guess we can go to Yak Chat. Or Oasis. There's another one. When you name your system Yak Chat. And the Mirage Star system. Wait, is that? I'm sorry. Mirage. Oh, Mercy. Okay. So the Persian League's loving this. It's just fine. Yak Chaw, not Yak Chat, because I'm apparently way too just dumb to know how to read for my own good. Alright, so quick repairs. And we're going to be on our way. Let's unload this. Do we have a lot of other stuff that I can unload? Not really. That's like the biggest one. And buy some more fuel from the open market. Buy some more fuel from the black market. It's fine. Our crew numbers are actually fantastic for the ships that we have. Okay, so let's do a run for Midnight Dissonant, and that's probably all the time I have for video here today, which is weird. I've been trying to keep them under an hour. I know originally when I was first doing the series, it was like 30 minutes to 45 minutes, and sometimes it runs over, and that's okay. This one, it's not that I was expecting a little bit more. It's just, okay, I have a concrete goal. Let's try this. Bounties. 15 days to find a trade fleet in the Samara system that is probably hostile to us now. So degree of difficulty just got a little bit higher. I guess we try over here first and just work our way left to right. Okay, I see a quest marker. Well, I think we found our buddy. Like, they're guarding a mercantile convoy. They're preparing for duty. There's a joke there. Mercantile convoy's trying to run. Okay, here we go. You're going to indirect pulse me. That's cute. We have that move too. Come here, you. Boop, 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 boop. You burned right into your death. Good job. Alright, so Set Collins' fleet is going to get eaten for lunch. It is nothing personal. We are going to take command of the action, though. Alright, so our combat readiness is back up. We need faster ships here. Like, you're faster. This is way too many points. I don't care. We're just going to go full assault. Everybody just fire on somebody. Who told you we're not fine? The Queen Crimson is the Queen Crimson the sequel. For a reason, I guess. Alright, so here's everybody going in. Lord Fizzlebeef just getting waxed by my guns. Alright, they're all trying to run. Wow. Okay, I just did the Kadur Remnant thing of ramming somebody in the back. Get the nice pitter-patter of... Do you hear rain out in space? No, it's just the sound of gunfire echoing through the hull. Oh boy. So everybody's retreating. Enemy fleet's defeated. It literally has no feet left. Alright. So, salvage. That's a big no. Although, I was about to say, what happened to our supply count? But I don't think that's it. So we win. We got another thing from Midnight Dissonant. That seems okay. So we have a bunch of people patrolling. We have an actual combat situation going on. The VIC, I think the one thing that's a little bit tougher right now is that we did our bounty, which is good, but the VIC are hostile to us. So Dismay and Purgatory are now in play again. So, not Dismay. But see, you guys are like at 930 defense. I can't rush repairing these, apparently. So I'm going to probably have to stay home and defend these because we're still a little while out. But that's okay. That's going to do it for this one. This is Asher with even more Starsector plus Cat. The world, the sector, the Persian, otherwise the Orion Perseus Abyss too, apparently, is part of our oyster. And we've gone beyond the sector, we've gone into the sector, we've gone between the sector. And at this point, like I said, my long-term goal was overthrowing the VIC, and really the only place that they have a big stronghold left is in Outer Terminus and Civi. And as we saw, Civi's very well protected. So I'm going to need to figure out how exactly I want to manage that, fight that. I'd love to get some of my allies actually moving in here, but I'm not sure if I have that functionality. But regardless, thank you for watching. I appreciate you all's continued support, ideas, suggestions. If you have any thoughts on what else I can equip the Norita, by all means tell me. Like I said, when I was simulating this, at least I was able to take things one-on-one. But the question is always, what's going to happen in live combat? And I still have some questions. It's certainly better than the Blackout, but I'd like to know more. So once again, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Screw the hegemony, obviously. And we will see you all next time. Take care.